In this video, I'm going to share with you two things. One, why deal sourcing is a good idea in terms of creating extra revenue. Two, if you're looking to get into deal sourcing, some of the ways you can find good deals. Deal sourcing in itself is a great business. So if you're looking to, if you've got contacts where you can package up deals and sell them to investors or property traders, then it's a good business to be in. I've got some clients who do really well from deal sourcing. The other side, of course, is that if you are an investor, having a good deal source, or more than one deal source, in fact having 3 or 4 deal sources is a fantastic way to do things. So most of the deals I get nowadays come through deal sources as opposed to just talking to agents. I'm going to cover a few areas with you of how you can get those deals. But if you want to be a deal sourcer, you'd package a deal, do all the groundwork for an investor, and then give it all to them. The good thing is, of course, most investors, not most, some investors don't know about different areas or what they're doing, so you can help and support them and make it really easy for them to take out all the friction, all the hard work, and in return they pay you. Generally, deal sources charge you a percentage of whatever the deal's worth. They'll even negotiate the price for you. Some of them will say, well, if I can get you a lower price, they'll charge you a certain percentage on the discount that they get you. So that works really well, and the more deals that you do, the better rapport you'll get from your agents and other people, where you can get better deals than the end user or buyer could get from an agent anyhow, and it's going to be good regular cash flow for you. So if you're a property investor, for example, looking for a bit of extra cash flow, I think deal sourcing is the way to go. If you're an investor who hasn't got time to find deals, going to a sourcer is a really good way to do it. And the good thing is you don't need much capital to start. You know, if you're buying a property, for example, or doing a commercial conversion, you need some capital to buy the property, to fund it, or you need to find a joint venture partner or somebody else who can give you the funds. Deal sourcing, you don't need that much money. You're up and going. Business cards, a website, email address with a domain name, you're good to go. You can work from home. No finance, no loans, nothing like that, no overheads, no rent, no rates. So very low cost, and it's all about networking. Every deal sourcer that I talk to who's really good at it says basically they've got a black book of contacts, and the deals just come their way because they've built up their reputation, and it works really, really well. And like I said to you, I pay a certain percentage in terms of the deal. Some will charge you 1%, some 2%, some 3%. I've paid up to 3%, but I don't mind because they're bringing me really good deals that they've vetted, checked out, the planning and everything else, Section 106 contribution, SIL contribution, everything's done. They just give me a package. Here you go, here's everything you need to know, here's everything you need to be aware of, okay? And this is the best that you're going to get, and it works really well. So if you're thinking of creating an extra flow or source of income, look at deal sourcing. If you're struggling to find deals as an investor, find deal sources who can do it for you. Of course, the best thing is to become a deal sourcer, and then obviously at the same time become an investor, so you can find really good deals for yourself. So generally speaking, how do deal sources get deals? Well, there's different ways. Don't just rely on one. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know I'll say never rely on any one thing, one employee, one source of income, one type of way to generate income in terms of marketing, one particular strategy. One of anything is a bad idea, because one goes wrong at some point in your life and it's going to cause you nothing but misery. Right now I've got a number of clients, including myself, who are doing reasonably well off Facebook. Facebook ads are a pain right now. Some of them aren't able to advertise on Facebook. It's costing them a lot of lost revenue. So if you're looking to become a deal sourcer, how can you find deals? One, send out direct mail letters to people in a particular area where you know that you could sell houses. And don't send one letter. I recommend you send 3. Step 1, step 2, step 3, like a initial letter, reminder, final reminder. That works well. It's time intensive, it's going to cost you money. If you post it, the average cost is, let's say, between £1 to £1.50 per address. If you want to get in your car, park up somewhere and start posting yourself, That's gonna obviously be a lot cheaper with coronavirus right now. There's limitations in terms of postage, so you're not allowed to go around posting stuff, generally speaking, so you're gonna have to wait for lockdown to finish. But if you use Royal Mail, then that works well. But letters to sellers work well. Second one, estate agents. They're looking to sell property. If they've got good deal sources who can move on those properties and find sellers, they'll do all the work for you. Estate agents will give you those deals. So the majority of my deals that come to me end up coming to me through deal sources, but they've found some of those deals through agents. So having good relationships with all agents is going to work well for you. Third one is find a deal sourcer and then become a sub deal sourcer for them. So somebody who's got really good at deal sourcing, really busy, hasn't got time, they've got plenty of contacts, can't push out all the deals. Well, you can do it for them and share the margin. Good way to start, and I know people who do that. Fourth one, sending leaflets works incredibly well, and it's an old one. You've got to do a lot because the conversion rate's really low, like 1%, 1.5%, if that, sometimes 0.5%. So you got to do like 5 or 10,000, but to get 10,000 leaflets printed, by the way, it ain't going to cost you that much money. A grand, 1,500 quid if that, and then off you go. That's going to work well. And the fifth one is really building your reputation, making sure you package deals well, you're known for it, you find good investors. You'll find 3, 4, 5 people who are regular investors who've got either access to cash or their own cash, who'll keep coming back to you. Once that happens, then you'll get agents and other people coming to you, giving you deals to sell them on. So it's a fantastic way to make a living, and even better way to have an additional source of income. So whether you're an investor looking for a sourcer or you're a person looking for additional income, deal sourcing is a good way to go.